And hey guys, welcome for joining us today. We are here with the CloudCrew podcast, and we have a special guest. Go on and introduce yourself, guys.
We are the Brothers Sports Podcast. I'm Ashton.
And today we got a few topics that we're going to be going over. The first one we want to start with is what team do y'all have leading for the NBA?
Who do you want to start that?
Yeah, so
I'll
to do a little bit with this,
you
Ashton,
got it.
Go ahead, lead them off, and give your example of what team you think is going to rock out this season.
All right, so we doing just one team to win it all, or two teams in the finals?
Who do you pick takes the chip?
I want it all the way. I mean, you can
All
give
the way?
the two.
Like
but
you can give
all the
us your
way.
final scenario for sure, but like who do you think wins that scenario at the end of it?
Yeah.
Like,
Honestly,
how do you think this season's gonna end?
Right. n-
no, I would love to say the Lakers, but I think we all know that that's
No.
not going to happen.
So
So,
unrealistic.
I would love LeBron to get his ring, but just with that roster. So, who I would pick right now, honestly, is the Cavs. Not just because they're 9-0 right now, but with a healthy Cavs team, pretty much tough, almost impossible to stop. Because, I mean, you got Jared Allen as center. So he's a
Definitely.
big tower down low. Mobley, I mean, you basically have the Twin Towers down there with those two.
Oh my God, yeah, I know, and I think those are underrated players as well. for the
Definitely,
Cavs. I'm not
for
gonna
sure.
lie to you.
Donovan Mitchell, we all know what he can do. And Darius
Yeah.
Garland, he's been, the past couple years, he's been stepping up in the spotlight as well. We know and others like wouldn't think that the Cavs are as deep as they are just by looking at people's names on the roster. But if you watch them play, they have a deep bench.
Oh yeah, they play really well together too. They're a young squad, so I
Yes.
can definitely see it.
I agree. I think the only thing that they lack is the experience. I think
Exactly.
they're so young
100%.
and inexperienced
Playoff
that they
experience.
may just they'll lose to a more veteran or seasoned team whenever it comes down to it because they've never played in a playoff scenario together. They haven't
Right.
had a good enough team in previous years to show themselves off.
We might
So
see
now,
that this year.
yeah.
man.
So now that we're
Good.
having a chance at that, I think we're going to see them have their playoff berth. They're probably going to run the first round, maybe even the second round. But I don't know. I think experience is going to play a part at some point.
Yeah, I definitely think it comes into play too. What do you think, Rylan? What team you got going all the way?
Saying the Cavs, we know. Ashton,
So I wanted to go first.
That's
why you wanted to go first.
No, it's
Cavs.
okay.
I don't know. That's a new franchise record for
Yeah.
franchise.
Yeah, even
you know.
LeBron didn't do that on the Cavs.
Yeah, saying something. Genuinely,
But no offense, LeBron definitely did it better.
Oh,
yeah,
100%.
100%.
100%.
I don't know. Huh? A lot of
Well, I
good
mean-
teams right now. Celtics, 7-2.
We're talking about
Yeah.
Rockets,
Yeah,
man.
the
previous
Rockets
champs.
popping off right now.
Oh my God, let me find out if somebody got the Rockets going all the way though. I can't. I don't want the Rockets.
I
doing
mean-
it,
I mean,
man.
they're 5-3 right now.
They're fourth in the West right now, man.
Honestly,
I think that's another team where it's an experience problem.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that,
definitely.
like,
Rockets are. I mean, honestly, they're just trash.
They're like all
young.
young.
Yeah.
Except
honestly,
dude. I mean, what?
one of the
Steven
teams.
Adams.
Yeah, isn't
Apex
Steven Adams on the
possibly good.
Rockets?
He's
Or-
a veteran, but
Or
like
did he go?
Is he on? I think is he not on?
No, he did. He got
Steven
moved to the
Adams.
Grizzlies.
Oh
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah, he
I
is
forgot
on the
he's with
Grizzlies
Ja.
now.
On the
You're
Grizzlies.
right.
Ja.
Yeah.
No, he played for the Rockets for a little while. I forgot. Yeah.
He got injured. The last time I saw him
my
actually
God.
He hasn't
suit
played-
up,
he
was
hasn't
in
played.
red, and then he got injured.
He hasn't played in the
Dude.
league in like.
Steven Adams is underrated. Well,
He is. He's
No,
just
no.
he's a
Bro's so
consistent
strong.
mid player, and that is a good legacy in the
I've
NBA.
continuously said this on previous episodes too for us. Steven Adams is strong. Just
Oh,
tank.
100%.
Any
Dude,
player
he
will
is.
tell you he's a tank.
he's crazy strong.
Yeah,
He's
He got
the
that
Aquaman.
Australian strength. He's just on something
Australian
different.
strength?
Yeah, bro's
What
on
do you-
something different.
Is that like kangaroo fighting strength? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't know. I've never met a weak
Kangaroo.
Australian guy.
Let me find out Steve Adams out here fighting kangaroos.
I've never met a
I
weak Australian.
I could see it honestly.
You can see Steve Adams
Man,
fighting.
He's huge. He would tower over him. They would be scared of him.
Fighting Kangaroo Jack.
Oh no.
Real.
No, but to be honest with you, I say a team. Now my team's a little biased still. I still think the Mavs have a good shot if they can get
Yeah.
some depth. I think their thing this season, somewhere they need to get depth. The reason I say this is
still have
because
a-
we
they
were
s-
even making hypothetical trades for the Mavs just to get some extra depth, extra players, whatever. And thinking about it, like with Luca and Kyrie, even if they would get rid of Kyrie, as much as I'd hate to say it, like they could have so much cap space and
Send him
build
to the
a
Lakers.
crazy team. Oh my god, dude! Or Luca. If Luca would go to Lakers,
Oh my
100% I'd pick the Lakers.
Dude, I wanted LeBron to leave Lakers so bad, and I think
Yeah.
he would have if Bronny wouldn't have got drafted there.
Because the Warriors could have gotten
Definitely.
Bronny.
That's why
wishes.
LeBron
Hey,
waited till after he was drafted,
All
signing back.
all that just for Bronny to be in the G League right now.
Yeah, Bronny's definitely gone.
I
No,
said
he
that.
officially got moved today.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I seen he got
He
the
is
papers
going-
for it. Well, he's not
going to,
officially in.
but
the
He'll
G
play
League.
he'll play a game for this at the 76ers this
Yeah,
I
they
think
have his
tomorrow,
debut.
and that's it.
Saturday he'll be playing for Bay
Lakers.
Yeah.
Lakers.
But no,
But-
I think with the Mavs though, for my team is who I say has a chance to go all the way if they get some depth. If not, I'll throw an extra team out there just because Ronald did agree a little bit with Yash, and I would say that the Nuggets are a contender. Strangely enough, every year.
I mean,
just
yeah, the
because
Nuggets
They're-
are
the
they're
Jokic
Nuggets-
good.
plays retarded, and
Yeah.
it works.
I agree, but the reason I kind
Not
of
as good as they
disagree as
were
well
2
is
years ago.
because they have Russ, and
They do have Russ. Strangely
Russ-
enough, Russ has been playing good. Russ had a great game the other day, and I
he
hated
had
watching
some
him.
that's
points.
true. But the Nuggets have
He's not
also been
consistent,
losing
though.
because
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Russ. Yeah, I
never
know,
consistent.
Well, I don't-
early chemistry and everything that can have a part, but to me, Russ hurts any team he's on.
Most
The
of the
only
time, yeah.
team
No,
he
no, I
didn't-
100%. Like the Lakers are a prime example of
The
that.
Clippers
of
even,
Russ
man.
hurting
Like,
the team.
The
Clippers-
Clippers looked good, but when it came to playoffs, they
No.
shut down.
Yeah, but I think that's also the Clippers struggled with having a dominant, force on their team. Like, no
Yeah.
offense, they had
Right.
James Harden. James Harden's not. The
Yeah,
leader
they
you
got
want
James
for
Harden, and
James
Kawhi
Harden's
can't stay
nothing.
healthy. But
Yeah, I mean, dude breaks his wiener as often as the guy jerks off next to him. I mean, it's terrible.
seriously, man. I mean, that's why Paul George, I think, in all honesty, left. He was just tired of dealing with Kawhi's hurt hand and all.
Yeah. And I mean,
crazy.
dude, I will
Only
say
played
Paul
games.
George to the 76ers was a crazy thing. I didn't.
I did not expect that at all. And him and Joel Embiid will do good once Embiid decides to play a game.
Yeah.
Doesn't want-
Yeah. Now,
Because
what do
even
you
when
think,
he
Derek?
is
Who do you
eligible to
think you got?
play, he's suspended for 3 because he shot.
Oh yeah.
Yep. My answer's shallow.
Okay.
I'm going with the Suns. They're 7-1 right now.
The Suns.
They're number
Suns.
1 in the West.
I can see the Suns going on pretty far, and it's because like they have scores.
They have the names behind it. They
Yeah,
have they have the experience. They have the coaching staff. They have everything they need behind them. What they actually need is their players to get their heads out of their butts and do
Yeah.
what they need to do.
I think
They
it's a
have
coaching
Devin
issue.
Booker.
Yep,
They
Kevin
have
Durant's
Kevin
issue.
Durant. They have Bradley Beal. They have
Yeah.
them all on one team. And you're telling me you can't win a championship?
Yeah, I think
That's
it's a
absurd.
coaching issue, though. I'm gonna be honest with you, because with that many scores, I don't think they know how to run the ball properly.
I think Devin Booker just needs to accept that he does not need to be the primary scorer on the team.
I don't
Yeah,
think.
I mean,
that's
he's been used.
completely true though. If you let D Book even just like play off ball, oh my apologies, Rylan.
That's okay.
But I was just saying that like D Book himself, I think he plays better off ball. So like,
He
no offense,
does.
it's not necessarily that he doesn't need to be the primary scorer, but play him off ball. Let D Book go sit in the corner
Like,
and shoot.
Their
He's
plus
shown that he can do that.
minuses like are significantly better whenever only one or the other plays between him and KD.
Yeah.
Like whenever KD's on the floor without D Book, their plus minuses are crazy. Whenever D Book's on the floor without KD, their plus minuses are crazy. But anytime they're playing together, it's just like Devin Booker loses all sense of basketball for some reason, and KD
It's
for
just
some
because
reason
he's Kevin
becomes yeah.
In all honesty,
Yeah.
like I hate to say this because I like KD as a player, but I think the Suns' biggest issue is KD himself. Because yes, KD is a great scorer.
I
and-
don't
but
think he's willing to change either.
he's
he's
not.
not.
But the problem
That's what
is
he's known
he
for,
can't
scoring.
win. He can't win unless
It-
he's on a stacked
I
team.
think it's a mindset problem too. I think it's mostly a mindset
He
problem.
gets it. People get in his head too easy.
Dude, he be on
He's-
Twitter
He's soft.
typing the
dude.
most random
Like,
things.
KD
he's-
is a natural born scorer, man, but he cannot win. unless
He
he's
literally he
stacked.
had like that Braun styled potential, but with like the mouth of Draymond Green.
Yes,
Doesn't have the
exactly.
mindset,
Like
though.
where LeBron just sheds stuff off, don't let it bother him. KD takes it to heart and rebels back.
And that messes his game up every time. It's
Yes.
just like he becomes an inconsistent scorer in the second half, all because he got into a small argument in the beginning of the game.
And it's worse in the playoffs because that's when the
Way
mouth
worse in the
running
playoffs.
starts.
That's why
his-
he choked the 3-1 cup.
Now, we'll kind of do this a little bit quickly, just actually like picking the teams itself. But like just out of the teams that we named, Ashton, I know we mentioned.
Did Rylan name a team?
Did you
Rylan
ever decide a
kinda
team, or you
agreed
still go
with
with the
Ashton.
Cavs?
Okay.
I understand. So automatically, if y'all vote the same way,
You guys would just have a majority,
Yeah.
but
yeah, y'all about to have the majority for sure. But Ashton, scale 1 to 4, you know, which
Out of
team
the
do you
four-
think is gonna win? Which has the highest?
just
potential of
realistically,
winning?
out of I guess the 3 teams on the list.
No, I threw 2 out there.
Okay, I guess we can count his
Yeah.
second pick, the Nuggets. It was
Honestly,
Nuggets,
dude, like-
Mavs, Suns.
Yeah,
Nuggets
are Cavs?
Suns,
They were.
Mavs, Cavs.
Honestly, like I still got to go with the Cavs. I understand your guys' issue with the youth
Oh yeah.
and everything, but I
still,
think
there's a
got
lot
that
of
roster. They
talents.
got that depth on the bench, which a lot of teams lack.
They do.
The
Like
Lakers,
the
for
Lakers.
example, no, they don't have depth on the bench, let alone the point guard
No.
position. So
Yeah, they don't have like a solid third option, in my opinion. The Lakers.
they don't.
They
Like
don't.
Austin Reeves is the one that comes
they're
closest.
relying on a rookie right now for
Another
their third
problem-
option.
yeah,
Don't connect,
Another
which is
problem-
ridiculous because you
Connect,
have
yeah.
underperforming D.
Austin Reeves is the one that comes next,
Austin
but
Reeves,
he's
yeah.
still young, and he's still not that
he's
consistent.
inconsistent right now, man.
Yeah.
With his problem, and I think it's because where they're trying to add new roles in for other players.
And another issue for the Lakers, I know LeBron needs and wants it to be AD's team, but you just can't because AD, yes, he can score, but he gets hurt too much. Like he was out last night. It can't be AD's team. It just can't. It always has to be LeBron's team. LeBron always has to. He tries to get everybody involved, but then that's when they start to lose, and then he's like, "Okay, here, I got to do my part. I got to score because everybody else is trash." No matter what LeBron does, it's never going to be somebody else's team if he just can't.
No, I think it's because of, like, one, the leadership that comes with LeBron. He has his own kind of sense of around like presence when you're there.
Right.
I'm sure that it's probably weird for people to go play with him. But I
Oh,
think that's why
definitely. Like
if he would have went to the Cavs, easily would have been a chip. No offense.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
easily.
100%, man.
Yeah.
Easy. Even if they had to trade, say, Jared Allen for LeBron or something crazy.
Yeah,
You know?
I keep at
To
one
get
or
cap
the other, either
space.
Mobley or Allen for that
Yeah.
case.
I'd rather have Allen personally, but Mobley's a
Yeah.
good keep too.
Yeah, because they'll both play the same positionings. You know what I mean? They both play big. They both are defensive sides. They both can play down low. Mobley's a little bit stretched out, but
Yeah, he can
Allen's
shoot the
a little
three.
bit more of a vet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mobley's a little bit better than Allen.
Oh no, I was gonna pause on your statement, but
No, yeah, never mind. But so you're giving her a 4. What about you, Ronald Lynn? Who's up for you?
I got the
Yeah, he got the Cavs out of 4.
Nuggets, 4 being the most likely.
4 being the most
Okay.
likely. And
Honestly, I'd say
2. You said the Suns at 2. I could definitely see the Suns being
because
being
they're a
up there.
good team.
They'll definitely be up there,
Yeah.
but like I said, the consistency, especially when it comes to playoff
they-
time, like
if they
the issues
stay
you got. You have
consistent.
Bradley Beal, you got Devin Book, and you got KD, all
And we've
primary
seen
scorers.
Yeah, we've seen Devin Booker sadly be very inconsistent this year.
Yes,
already.
Yeah.
that's
And then
But they're 7-1, so
Yeah.
it's working.
Yeah,
Whatever they're
because
doing,
Bradley Bill
AD's
randomly
mainly
is doing okay
carrying-
for some.
If I
offense.
had to choose the second team, also in that scenario, I just as like a shot in the dark, I'm gonna go with the Warriors just because of Buddy Hield.
Yeah,
Oh,
Warriors-
dude, Buddy
the
Hield is
Warriors are
underrated. I
really
wish,
They're 7-1 as well.
Yeah,
I wish
Yeah.
the Lakers
I
could have
think-
got him too, man.
Dude, that's somebody they could have
That's the
got
thing, we need
them and
point.
Valanciunas, and they didn't.
They
I
could
know,
have got
man.
Markin
Rob
too, but they
Pelinka needs
decided not even
fired.
try.
Rob Pelinka needs fired. He is the worst GM I've ever seen in my life. He just signs no-name players to two-way deals. That's all the new players he gets. He doesn't try to get anybody.
No, the Lakers
The less
definitely
known
have
player.
a poor GM setup, man, because they would rather risk their current teams and what
Yeah.
they're currently
Wasting
going through.
LeBron's final year. Just for
Yes.
what? Just to sell tickets? Not win a championship?
Exactly.
All right.
And I love
So-
JJ Redick, man. I think he's better than Darvin Ham.
Oh yeah, and he's
They're
way
wasting
more, if
him.
you notice, he's way more passionate about coaching too. Even in the
Yeah.
losses, you see he's at least expressing his emotions in a proper way. Like I've
Never,
seen him throw the fit on the sideline, yeah, but that's because he's actually mad. He actually is
Yes,
having.
he
issues.
actually cares
when
about
D'Lo,
winning.
Trying
when
to figure
D'Lo
out what's
got
going on.
blocked last game.
Oh gosh, he was
Mad.
angry. At
He
D'Lo.
cut D'Lo's
That's 'cause
minutes
I would've
because
cut
of
D'Lo's
lack
minutes, too.
of competition
Yeah, D'Lo averaged
and consistency.
35.
Yeah,
Now it's
yeah.
22.
It's because D'Lo's incompetent and decides to shoot at the wrong time.
Not a good competitor.
Dude,
at
I don't
all.
even know
He
why he's in the rotation.
shouldn't be in the starting lineup.
He shouldn't be in the rotation at all.
No,
I
I
would-
definitely.
Dude,
agree.
I would take Bronny
Genuinely
over
G
D'Lo
League.
just because Bronny at least tries to play defense.
That's true, and I mean, I guess you wouldn't really have to give D'Lo, Bronny the ball if you replace D'Lo with Bronny.
Exactly,
You could
because
let Bronny just.
it wouldn't be.
Bronny,
it wouldn't make a
he's-
difference
he's a
because D'Lo
playmaker
can't
also.
score anyway. He's a brick. So at least with Bronny, you get some sense of defense.
You'd get a moral boost from LeBron because he's playing with
Yeah.
his son.
Yes,
Yeah.
Bron
exactly.
play.
You'd be
Bron
getting a
will
lot
play
more than what
better.
you're getting from D'Lo.
D'Lo, like he's awful to watch and do.
It'd be like a fighting spirit
He
buff
should just
for
go to
Bron.
G League.
Yeah, like when we was watching him in person, like every time he shoot the ball, we just yell brick because like we knew it was gonna be brick.
He was missing
Oh yeah.
shots and
Dude, he
Like-
reminds me so much of Russ when Russ was a Laker because he would just brick almost everything, and you knew it before he even released the ball. It was going to be brick.
Is it
Whether it was
funny
a
that you
layup?
have Russell Westbrook and then D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, it's just a Russ issue. Like
The Lakers and Russ
Russ
just
is-
don't get along.
all bricks, man.
Now, the next topic, guys, is actually picking a player that's on a team that is being held back by the team. So this is like young potential players, and I was going to go ahead and give my first is just Polo.
That's not who I was
Polo-
expecting.
Is an incredible player, I believe, that is held back consistently by the Magic. That if he could get on a good team, dude has crazy potential. I mean, I'm talking Luka Doncic potential.
Oh, I agree.
But with more chips, if he gets on a solid team, ahead of time, if he gets to develop with the team.
I agree. I'll go next, I guess. I say LaMelo Ball, like
LaMelo.
100%. Like
Yeah.
No, definitely.
the Hornets, they're never, ever, ever going to be that team. Ever.
No.
I don't care who they bring.
Not unless
Nobody wants to
they
go to Charlotte and play.
somehow-
Hey, I mean, that's where Jordan retired.
I mean,
no, it was the Wizards. My bad.
Yeah.
It was the
That's how bad of a
Wizards.
team it
He
is.
was
I got
a-
mixed up with the Wizards.
you know, he was the owner. Michael Jordan's the
Yeah,
owner.
he
of
was the owner.
Hornets.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Didn't
I
he
mean, they were
stop
still
owning
trash.
them
Currently owns
Yeah.
them, I'm pretty
in
sure.
2022?
I told him. Maybe he did.
He sold them.
I'm pretty sure
Oh.
he's still on the staff. I
Maybe
don't think
he's
he
a
owns them.
minority owner.
Maybe. Like a stock ownership of
Yeah,
it or
instead
something.
of minority owner. Minority.
It makes,
Kind of like what
makes
Mark
sense.
Cuban is now. He's a minority.
Yeah.
Mavericks.
Yeah.
But no,
most
no,
stuff.
I definitely agree with you on that LaMelo take though. LaMelo, I don't think I've ever seen him try like hard.
No,
Dude plays
he
effortlessly.
literally does one-legged three.
He's
like,
a
just-
bucket, man. He's a walking bucket.
Oh yeah, dude.
He just
He is
doesn't
a
try
great
because
player.
he knows his team is trash.
He has no discipline. Is his problem. His is all mental issues.
Dude,
You know what I
the
mean?
Boston, I mean, I know they played Hornets and Boston played back to back, but that one game, Hornets only lost by 4 against the champions.
Yeah,
and
and
that
the
Boston,
game
in
that
the other
LaMelo
game, they
dropped
only lost
9?
by 13.
no, that was the game that
I mean,
he
9
went
threes.
off. Oh, 9 threes,
Yeah,
yes.
no, he dropped
yes.
9 threes. Yeah.
I thought you meant 9 points.
Yeah,
I was
no.
like, I don't think so.
No, it was 9 threes.
Yeah,
LaMelo,
9 threes.
he shoots so flat, but his shot is so nice at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It is nice.
way better than his brothers, man.
Oh yeah, his brothers was terrible. So, what's another player, K-Dub, that you think is being held back by a team? So far, we got Polo and we got LaMelo up here.
Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram.
Okay.
I definitely. Now that's a different take. He's not necessarily like crazy young, but he is young.
Yeah.
And he's
If he would have been anywhere but the Pelicans, he would be an all-star, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
I
I think he has
wish.
that type of potential. He had that type of like mentality whenever he was a Laker.
Yeah.
While he was trying to develop in that type of mentality.
Right.
Of course, he was only with the Lakers 2 years.
Yeah.
Because he got booted off by Braun when Braun rebuilt the roster.
Yeah, I wish they would have kept him because of what
I
he is
think out
now.
of the players they moved,
yeah.
they should
Development-wise,
have
they
kept
could have
Ingram.
him.
Because
Yeah.
like if he was able to develop like that on one of the lowest ranking teams in the league, then if he was on a good team, his potential would have been way higher.
Definitely.
And I still think there's room for him to like have that type of developmental. He's still younger. He's like
Yeah.
what, 27, 28
Yeah,
maybe.
he's in his 20s. He's still like in prime, you know.
He literally is like entering his prime now, so
Yeah.
now would be the best time for him to get out of New Orleans.
Yeah.
Same for Zion. Zion needs out of there
No,
too.
Zion ain't got the work ethic for
Dude,
it.
Zion
That
is
tough
lazy.
little-
Just Zion.
He's got a
It's
got
that
too
gun.
much,
Cajun
too.
food, bro.
He's
Yeah,
got a
Cajun
gun,
food
man.
and strippers is his
It's
issue.
that Cajun food. That soul food be hitting different.
Look, Zion, he peaked early, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like the fame
He
in
did.
college got to him.
I think
And
that's
then people
why he
were
got
comparing him to
the
LeBron
fame
and
and
stuff,
everything.
so he
realized
got
he has
and
money,
then he
man.
got like
Confident.
3 women pregnant, and now he just eats food.
Like, man,
and
it's
rough.
child support. It's draining me. I can't do it.
I'm a millionaire, but that
Yeah.
child support. Oh.
Oh man, yeah, you're paying like 20,000 in child support, making like 70,000 mil. I mean, that's crazy. Couldn't imagine struggles like that, man. That'd be great. What about you, Rollin? Who you got?
Honestly,
play.
I'd say Giannis right now. And
Yeah, Giannis.
Giannis.
To be
I
fair,
mean,
like the
nothing
Bucks
way-
are
I
the
think they
crap.
tried to build the team around him. I mean, they got him Dane.
like
They got
I
Dame.
think
At the moment, he's averaging 12 rebounds.
I don't think Giannis would work on any other team.
Yeah, it's just because of his play style, though. To be honest,
Like,
with you.
if he isn't the only person doing things with the ball on his team, then he's not good for the team.
He could go to
He
Charlotte.
doesn't pass good. He
Him and
doesn't
LaMelo.
play make good. He doesn't.
he said Charlotte.
He could
Yeah,
go to Charlotte.
he could go
Yeah,
to
send him
Charlotte.
to the
They'll go from like 40 wins a season to like 50 wins a season.
Hey man, that could be the difference. 50 wins can get you into the playoffs.
I
if you run into
50
the-
wins and kicked out in the play-ins. That's what I meant.
Yeah,
You're right. He is known for being the second round exit. Sadly,
dude. Like the Bucks
That year
have
that
a
they
decent
won the
team.
championship was
They do have a
actually a
decent-
flop. That was literally a fluke.
Oh,
the Suns
definitely.
should not have lost
No,
that
they
championship.
should
They were up
not have.
3-1. I don't know what happened.
Chris Paul should
It's
be
like
a champion.
they all just forgot how to play basketball. He should have gotten his ring that year. He should have
Yeah,
retired.
that's
But no, we had to deal with Wimby and Chris Paul now.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, dude! Like that's just a
nah.
Chris
And
Paul.
he's
Man.
the one
yeah,
throwing
no.
lobs, not Chris Paul.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Chris Paul. This is the
He is
end
averaging
of his
like 9,
career.
10 assists though.
He should go
Yeah,
to
I
a
mean-
competitive team.
I mean, crap, he has one.
no. Chris Paul is not-
Didn't he try? He
he's
went
not
to
a
the
competitive
Warriors
team.
and they lost.
I mean,
Yeah, but
he's
he
good.
needs to play with LeBron.
No, they lost,
Oh my
and then the
lord.
very
That'd be
next
OP.
year they won,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and they won. They won with no one against the Celtics. It was just angry Stephen Curry.
There we go.
Like the Bucks, they got Dame. They got Giannis.
He-
There is no reason
few
for them
games
to
ago,
lose.
Didn't he
That's why I
score
think
like 4
Giannis-
points in like
Giannis
30
is-
minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giannis is just running
4
jump
points.
man in my opinion.
Yeah.
it's
Like,
like-
I can't see Giannis do anything
also-
besides run.
Next
Jump.
3 games.
That's all he does,
30.
dude. His length is ridiculous. His wingspan, his height, everything.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get 30, there's an issue.
I think
Yeah.
that if he would have like been mentored by
I
someone
mean, he's this era's
else-
Kareem. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
cap with you, like body shape and everything.
Yeah, he just isn't as good as Kareem, and
No. You throw him back in Kareem's era, he's better than Kareem.
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah.
Okay.
Kareem's
More athletic.
clientele at that time is
Way different.
He's
nowhere
definitely more
near Kareem
athletic.
level.
yeah, definitely.
The overall.
Like, I think
Giannis is
Kareem
better.
would be an average player in today's league. Most of those players wouldn't have made today's league.
No, they
No.
definitely wouldn't have.
Michael Jordan. Yeah, he went.
He would have been a bench player.
Oh, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Because he
Like
can't
that.
shoot.
Back then.
He wasn't, yeah, and he wasn't like, he demanded the ball basically, and
Yeah,
that's not how
yeah.
this league's played anymore.
That's
Nope.
why he averaged.
You
over
share the
30
ball, or you're
every time.
getting benched.
He has 10 speed.
You're getting like quadruple teamed, and even if you do pass it, they're just gonna swap all four onto whoever you passed it onto.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
That's how today's league works. Nobody's shooting. Unless you can shoot from 45 feet, you're not. You're not.
What's your Curry?
Or Dame
Yeah,
before
Curry. Yeah.
before Milwaukee.
Nah, even now, like they still
So
got
even
Dame.
now, he's
which
still.
they tell Dame he can go out and bust that.
Oh yeah, as
They're
long,
not gonna
as,
tell
long
Dame
as
no.
Dame is on his game, like, and they're letting Dame be Dame,
Even
Dame's fine.
even on
But-
Dame's bad day, no offense. I don't see Milwaukee telling Dame no though.
Oh no,
I'm pulling
Milwaukee
it, I'm
themselves
pulling
wouldn't tell him
Yeah.
no. I
They'd rather take the L. I'm
I
not gonna
think
cap with
Giannis
you
might
for the
try
pride of
to
it.
though.
Giannis might try to, but why do you think he's trying to force a trade right now? He wants out. He
Dude.
realizes the Milwaukee's not good for his career
He
anymore.
wants to go to the Heat.
I mean, they have
The
Darvin.
Heat would be crazy.
What do you expect?
Dude, there's no way him and Jimmy would play together.
No, Jimmy would leave. They would.
They would
what I
have
say
to.
would
He
happen.
would have to.
They would
They're
use
both so
Jimmy as
ball
the trade
hungry.
deal.
There's no way.
He would run with Tyler Hero, and Tyler Hero's
Hear
been
me out, hear
carrying
me
the
out.
Heat lately.
I know
Yeah.
that this is
Jimmy
super
Butler's-
unlikely, but what if Jimmy accepted a bench role since it's later half of his career?
No.
I know he wouldn't.
Jimmy
That's why I
wouldn't.
said it's unlikely.
Yeah, if he
He's
did
too
though,
egotistical
that'd be a
for
good
that.
team. If
Oh,
he
yeah.
did,
Like if he would
He's a
move
good
to
team.
the bench and Giannis moved to starting
run him on
lineup.
what? Are you saying like a 26-minute off the bench? Or
Yeah, like 26. Give him 26 minutes. Let him play like primarily third, fourth quarter. Make sure it closes out the game real nice. Ensures the victory type. Unless it's like they're getting
low-key,
blown out.
I'd play swap, bro. Anytime Giannis out, automatically.
Oh
put
yeah,
Jimmy
no,
in.
that's exactly
Automatically.
because they wouldn't
Yeah.
mesh well together, but having them on the same team
Yeah.
consecutively would work well. Because Tyler Hero and Jimmy work well together, and I'm
No,
sure.
Tyler Hero and Jimmy hate each other.
Yeah, but they play ball well together.
Well, that's because they.
Jimmy
have
don't
to.
get along with most people.
Tyler-
Jimmy's gotten along with
Jimmy
like
got
three
issues.
basketball players in his whole career.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jimmy pieced Tyler Hero, and now Tyler Hero's carrying the Heat. I don't know what happened.
dude, like
There at the beginning of the season, Jimmy really was being disappointed.
he
Yeah.
had 3 points his first.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
It was
17.
pretty bad. But okay, but kind of back to the players. What team do you think LaMelo would excel on?
Yeah, Lakers
Lakers.
for sure. Like
Like,
trade him for
so-
D'Lo.
So you think like that would be like the best? Honestly, it's a 10 times better upgrade than D'Lo.
Oh,
yeah,
definitely.
easily.
Nuggets.
Yeah,
He would
no,
work on the
he would
Nuggets.
work on the Nuggets. If you trade Jamal.
Yeah, you can't have Jamal.
Oh, that's an immediate. Like that's an upgrade.
Oh
Jamal Murray
yeah,
is
definitely.
Such
I
a
see that. I see
like he gets compared to being a good player because of the infrastructure around
Because
him.
of the
but if you
team.
put
It's
him
just
on
the
any other
way-
team, he literally is as good as like Chris Paul is currently.
that's pretty bad to say Chris Paul.
Might-
Chris Paul's wrong.
Might be a stretch,
Chris Paul's
but
definitely
I could
wrong.
even see LaMelo doing decent Bulls, like around
I could
Zach
too.
LaVine.
No, 100%.
But they want to get rid of Zach LaVine, so if he ended
Are you
up
talking
there,
can
it
we-
would be a trade for Zach LaVine.
Could we have a LaMelo and Lonzo duo?
They would work well
successfully?
together. They
I
have
mean, they're
mean,
brothers. They have
the
literally
best
chemistry,
chemistry possible.
Yeah.
but you
Yeah,
still
I
got
think
the
that would
fact
be
that
good.
Lonzo's trash.
He's become definitely a better player.
No, Lonzo this year plays way better. Since but right before he got hurt, he started to play better for the Bulls. But
Still
since
not
coming
that
back
guy,
from the
though.
injury, oh
Uh,
yeah, no, not
I
right
don't.
now.
I
Number
don't
one
think he'll
man.
ever be that guy now, just
Yeah.
because of the injury.
He's not supposed to be
No.
your number one. I'll be honest with you. The guy Alonzo is now, he's the guy you come in, you want some ball movement, You need a little bit of defense.
I
Role
think
player.
if he
And you
got,
need a
Oh, he
few,
isn't.
few retarded shots
I
to go
think
down.
if he was put into a system where they kick the ball to him, just a nice catch and shoot system.
I
He's
don't
a
think
good
LaMelo
catch
does
and
that.
shoot.
I think Lonzo is a better playmaker than he is a shooter.
He is,
Yeah,
but
Now LaMelo, on the other hand, is the option. I think LaMelo's.
I think LaMelo's just
Definitely.
a better
Oh, he's
playmaker than Lonzo
playmaker.
at this point. Like I think they're both great playmakers, but I think LaMelo's the better playmaker, so
Yeah.
that's why I was putting Lonzo.
He's a
in
better
the corner.
playmaker and a better.
Because like he actually has the playmaker
Let's
mentality.
put
Because
them
that's
together.
his role.
Man.
I think Lonzo has the better mentality compared to LaMelo, though.
LaMelo
just doesn't
try.
care.
LaMelo's
He
kinda
doesn't
goofy.
care.
Yeah, LaMelo just no, 100%.
He just
He's
goes out there,
I
balls
agree.
out, and
He's getting money.
he's doing
He
his
doesn't
job.
care.
You know, goes out there, balls
Why do you
out.
think
and-
he's on the Hornets out
Yeah.
here, man? He's out here
No, he could request a
acting
trade.
goofy on the
Like,
Hornets. Yeah, he don't have to. He
or
makes enough
some
money.
team would take him. Money. He care.
No, even if he was put up for trade, the Lakers would still pass on him for
Oh, yeah, definitely.
the third round
D'Lo.
pick from the Rockets or something.
No, what are you talking about? They'd get that guy from McDonald's down the road just because they know, like,
Yeah, Rob.
They would bring
Pelinka-
Kyle
Oh.
Korver out of retirement.
Hey,
that's how the Lakers. spend,
Kyle
I swear.
Korver's a good shooter.
He is.
Yeah, but
He
no,
hasn't played basketball in like 5 years.
But the Lakers would probably
Hey,
go get him out of
what we
retirement.
need to
instead of
do-
go
They get
box
Vince
him out.
Carter.
We need to
They
get
get
Ray
Vince Carter.
Allen out of retirement. Well,
No,
we need-
listen. This is exactly what would happen. Bro would go up for trade. The Lakers would look at him, and they would bring Dwight Howard back from China.
I'll take it.
I'll take Dwight
I'll
Howard.
take it.
Dude,
No,
That's
But
just the
we-
type of moves the Lakers be on. Like they would see the best thing right in front of them and just choose something considerably worse
I'm saying, dude, like
for
Rob
no
Pelinka,
reason.
there is no
Yeah.
reason that he should still have a job
He
the
should
way
not.
he's doing.
no. He did one good thing. He brought
Or
AD.
him as-
AD got hurt, and it ruined the Lakers.
And he only brought
Theoretically-
AD because LeBron forced him.
yeah,
Yeah.
theoretically, he ruined the Lakers.
He built
My
that
opinion.
2020 roster, but
And
after
threw it
that,
away.
what has he done?
They didn't keep any
No,
of the good players.
bro-
They didn't
No.
keep Malik Monk. They
Ron
didn't
said-
keep Carmelo when they had Carmelo. They didn't keep Dwight Howard when Dwight Howard was playing good off the bench. Like when we had our bench set, we had good chemistry.
We had
they
Ray
messed it
John,
all
we
up
had
on
Dwight, we had JaVale McGee. Dude, we were unstoppable. The only people that could stop
JaVale. I liked
Jokic,
JaVale.
the only people that could stop Jokic in the playoffs was Dwight and JaVale. AD cannot stop Jokic.
Nah, AD tried, and we seen what happened that one year.
AD can't even
AD
stop
got
Sabonis.
Peed on, man.
That's why he's.
I thought
Sabonis
Ken and
the
tears
Nuggets
him
were,
up.
We're taking golden showers over there on top of AD.
That's because AD's not a center, man.
No,
They
he's a power
tried to
forward.
get him to be a center, but he cannot.
He
And
doesn't
our
have- he
center,
doesn't have the
I mean,
muscle.
That's why JJ has even said like he plays better at the power forward.
but we
Yeah.
don't have a center
it's
to
what his
replace him.
position
We
is.
have Jackson Hayes, and dude is
Woman.
literally
We had
slim.
Christian
Dude.
Wood, but apparently we don't like to play Christian Wood. Remember? You know?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
No,
the
the
only other
Lakers-
center we have.
That's another thing. You guys will get
We'll buy centers.
great bench players. Like top of the line bench players and just won't
Don't
play
play
them.
him.
They will get 0 minutes for an
Yeah.
entire season, ruin their whole career.
And they'll blame it
Put
on
them in the
development.
G League, and they will never come back. And their rookie season, they would literally be showouts, like top 5 rookies. They go to
Yeah.
the Lakers, career dies, G League, never comes back to the league, never hear about them again. Where'd the player go?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
my thing is Dwight Howard has just straight up said, "I want to go back to the Lakers."
Yeah, he said
Why have
that
they not
over
signed
and over
that dude?
again.
Because of his
dude.
mouth.
Multiple people. Yeah, you're right. Dwight Howard.
He's too much of a PR risk.
That's fine. You know, people run their mouths. Like, look at Draymond Green.
No, he's the type of like PR risk where he would just start like revealing like team secrets to other teams because he was mad he didn't get minutes. He's that type of PR risk.
Yeah, but at the same, doesn't really because if you play
Well,
ball,
I mean,
then you're gonna
Yeah,
win.
That
and
and
he
I
wouldn't have been like that anyway. No offense.
I
the Lakers
honestly
probably would have.
I think now
handled him better.
they've kind
Yeah.
of like soiled
A lot of
their relationship to a point where he
No offense.
even if he did come back and be grateful for it, he'd still be spiteful.
I think
I
the
would be
Lakers,
too.
Yeah, they did.
after
trade.
LeBron leaves, I don't think they're a team that's going to get a
They're not even
huge
going to make
name
the
for a while.
playoffs.
Dude, they
Yeah, I don't think
not.
they're going to have
they
a-
won't.
because I think they
They-
moved
they
they
might
messed
make the
up a lot
playoffs.
of people.
I think they'll get bounced in
twen-
play-ins. I think they'll make play-ins though.
They'll
Took
make
them
play-ins,
forever.
but they won't go to the finals till they.
Yeah.
They're wasting LeBron's last few. That's just
I
what they're
definitely
doing.
think so.
Like,
Now-
there's no way they're actually trying for a championship
They're
with the
not.
roster that they have right
They're
now.
not.
There's no way this is a serious attempt this year. They're lying if they say it is.
It's
No,
the
this is
same
a tank
roster as
year.
last
It
year,
has
just a
to be
different
tank year.
coach.
They
Yes, the
They
they
coach
have
is
to
better.
be tanking for a number 1 next year.
But
I
that
think they're
doesn't
tanking
change the
to just
roster.
Get rid of LeBron.
The coach can
I
be
think
better.
everybody
they
is
wanna easily
tanking.
Get rid of LeBron.
Everybody's trying to tank except for LeBron. He's the only one busting his balls to try to win the game.
And you know,
People
AD
blame
tries, but then
LeBron.
AD gets hurt.
AD's
Yeah.
just I'm sick and
Right.
tired of AD. Like, I like AD when he plays, but that's it. When he plays, I'm sick and tired of seeing him hurt. Just retire, dude. I'm
Yeah,
tired of looking at
You're
you.
right. He
makes me
just
so
doesn't play
mad.
more than he plays.
He said, "I want to
Yeah.
go 82-0." I told
They-
Rowland more like 18.
Yeah, he's not.
At
Can't
least
stay healthy.
he isn't Joel Embiid, where he's just not playing for
Yeah, true.
zero reason, though.
That's true.
it's-
At least
no.
he's actually getting injured. He's at least putting his body on the line and getting hurt doing it.
That's the
Unlike
thing, though.
Joel
like-
Embiid, who's just faking his injury and
That's the reason.
been
that's the reason
fighting
JJ
a
Redick's
reporter
having
to
him
get
shoot
more
like
time
threes.
off.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But to me, AD's injuries,
Oh,
they're
they're
a little-
preventable.
They're a little too soft too. Like, to me,
Yeah.
if I have a hurt foot, I'm playing on that foot. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
get not making it worse or whatever, but
If it's just
come
a
on,
little
dude. If it's a
injury,
sore
come on.
toe, play on that toe. Like, come on, man.
I was playing on a broken toe for like 2 months. so
Yeah,
it's
I
fine.
broke my foot, and I was still out there playing basketball and football in a boot.
Yeah,
So,
Ashton,
man-
I was about to say, that's a little bit different though. We've like full on like
We're not
destroyed our bodies
Yeah,
as well.
we're a different breed of human from these areas of the world.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
tougher than
Most
professional
people
athletes.
don't go out. Yeah, most people don't go out like we do, Ashton, and like hit off the poles and stuff and keep playing. Hit off the, you know,
Yeah.
like a lot of people aren't built like that.
Bust
Like,
my eye open,
they-
have
they
to go
get hurt,
get
and it
glued
really
shut,
does.
but I still finished the game, before I go to the hospital.
or like the time daggone on my legs were touching the backboard
Oh,
due
yeah.
to Colin's
Josh.
dad.
Yeah, Josh.
Oh my god,
That was rough.
manly man. Bro.
That was the
Manly.
same game he bumped me and almost hit my face off those cafeteria
Off
benches.
the- yeah,
I
the
caught my
cafeteria
arm
table.
caught so I didn't hit my face, but my
Oh,
whole
yeah.
forearm was
His
bruised
whole arm turned like purple.
instantly
Oh yeah,
because
oh, yeah.
Josh shoved me into those. Like, Josh, he didn't.
Yeah.
He's a competitor.
And I mean, at the
Yeah.
time though, I think at the time, me and you were probably what, around like 120 pounds.
Yeah.
Then you got Josh, 200 and something pounds,
Over
just pure
6
muscle
foot, man.
From Lyman. Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
fun
no,
though. Like,
yeah.
we didn't back down.
But no, people don't play like us, man. And that's
No.
dude. That's why I think Polo is a prime example of somebody that I think has a tons of opportunity. It's because he's not afraid to get hurt. If you
Yeah.
look, he plays a lot like LeBron did when LeBron came in the league.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, for teams, I think that bringing Polo on a team, kind of like the Cavs, like the
Oh, yeah.
current Cavs, he would excel. Because imagine somebody like Polo and Donovan Mitchell growing on the Cavs together.
To be fair
then you
though,
having
the
to-
Magic's not a terrible team anymore. Like, they're
No, no, no.
okay.
They're not.
They're not. I
They're
won't say
okay,
they're
but it's
decent, but I
because-
say they're okay.
Yeah, I think they're playoff. Not play. I think they could
But
make
I think
the
it's
playoffs.
because of Polo. I don't.
It
I
is
think
because
if
of
you take
Polo.
Polo away,
100%.
they don't have a team.
Yeah, I think they could make the playoffs this year. They're not making it
Polo
past the first
is,
round,
is the Magic,
but only because of Polo. Yeah.
Yeah, without Polo, I don't see Magic doing anything.
And I would say it's because he's on the East, but you can't really say that anymore because the West used to
The
be
East
the
is kinda, like-
superior,
Yeah.
conference, but
they've
now
always
they're
been.
kind of even. Like,
They're
there's
kinda
stars on both
balanced,
sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, everywhere just looks like no.
Because like the Celtics has literally the most balanced roster in the entire league.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Celtics
Um,
are
they're
stacked.
stacked.
I mean, when you have 20 people on the roster that can
Easily.
shoot the ball, I mean,
Oh
it's
my
like,
gosh, man.
Well, they tied the
Dude,
game.
Yeah.
Boston fans are so mad right now because the Cavs haven't lost. Like,
Oh,
if you
yeah.
go in their chats and stuff, they'll be like, "Oh, Boston
They
in
hate the
4,
Cavs.
Boston in 4, Boston in 5." Like, just shut up. Like, Boston's
Oh, yeah.
lost.
I don't even think Boston's gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't-
I mean the finals
Actually,
this year.
no, I
No.
think Boston could make the finals. I
Here-
think they could on their side. I'm not gonna
Here's
lie.
what I think the
I
East
think
is
they
going to
could,
play
I just don't
out.
think
If
they
the
will.
In the
East is
conference
healthy,
finals-
the Celtics are not making the finals.
I
The
think
East
the
is
conference
healthy.
finals are going to come down to the Cavs and the Heat. That's just because with a healthy Heat, they beat Boston
The Heat's
every
a
single
scary
time.
team. The scary Heat is a scary team healthy.
They're healthy. They beat Boston every single
Like
time.
Tyler Hero
I'm
and
not
Bam
willing to give
Adebayo.
They
playing-
beat
that type
the
of
Heat
good
beat
big.
the Celtics one game last year without
for
Jimmy
that
Butler.
part. I'm just not
Yeah.
willing to give them
Imagine
that
when
type
Jimmy
of
Butler.
repertoire.
That's
yet.
when
I
Jimmy
think
Butler.
I need to see.
Well, that's for the Heat we're talking.
Oh, I know, but he said Cavs and the Heat in
Yeah.
the conference final.
Well,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think the Cavs and the Heat would come down to the conference
I
final.
don't think I just really the Cavs where this is their actual first year where they are seeming good. Like every other year they seem pretty okay, right? Like top of the mid teams, not any type of final team,
like
but,
a wild card kind of.
but like a wild card. I think because this is the first year that they're actually clicking on multiple cylinders simultaneously and they're well faceted, I think that makes them like scary, but I still think it's like a season or two too early to expect any type of final.
I could see him go in second round.
I could easily see a second round. I could see them making the conference finals, like
I
he
see
said,
them-
but they're definitely not.
But the
making
only
finals.
teams, I'm going to be honest with you, the only teams there's 3 teams, that I could see beating Cavs on the side.
Celtics,
Bucks, if Giannis is still, participating the way he's supposed to.
Heat, and Bucks.
Heat and Celtics.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I see Heat,
like,
yeah. That's why I said them in the conference because
Yeah. So,
they,
like,
the
I
Heat
could see the
they
Heat,
do have that playoff experience. They've been to the
Yeah.
finals with this
But
roster.
I don't think they have it with Jimmy playing the way he is right now.
Jimmy, he needs to step.
I think Jimmy
Fine
will
by the
get
end of the
better as the year goes on.
I think he's just.
Hopefully.
I think he's
Hopefully.
frustrated this year.
Well, I
yeah,
think
It's throwing him off.
They're
think
not playing him the same. They've been running Tyler Hero the ball mainly.
I think
They're
Jimmy
trying
will
to-
come around and he'll just swallow his pride and he'll be like, okay, I'm here to win basketball. That's what it is. So he'll do whatever it takes to win because Jimmy is a competitor.
Yeah.
So
100%.
Yeah, by the end of the season, Jimmy will be in the rotation. He will be a cog in this. It's just right now his ego's probably a little hurt. You guys saw with Media Day. He didn't even do his crazy get up for Media
Yep.
Day. He's not in it like he was every other season. There's
Right.
something different about Jimmy this season. He's
'Cause
functioning
he's not-
differently. He's going to be
Not in the right
fundamentally
man.
different.
he's
in a
not
good
necessarily
mindset.
the number
at
one
the moment.
option right
No.
And
Tyler
he's-
Heroes,
He's
man.
getting old.
now. And he
And
needs
they've
to
been
accept
losing
that.
a lot. They needed to swap something.
Yeah.
And I think Jimmy will accept that. But like I said, he is a competitor. He'll be like, okay, I'm doing whatever it takes for my team to win. It happens to everybody. Everybody that gets old, they need to swallow their pride eventually and just come to the reality that
Ron's been
it's somebody
trying
else's
to,
team.
but the team won't fucking. My bad.
I know.
Won't
Yeah,
let him.
the team
Yeah.
won't let
Yeah.
LeBron.
They
Yeah.
won't. They won't let Bron just let. They won't let him calm down. Like
LeBron,
he
yeah,
has
like
to average
he
over
wants to.
20
He wants to
plus
so
games.
bad.
be the second option. He wants to be able to be there to
But
support
if he's
the
the
team.
second option, nobody else steps up.
He can't
That's
be.
the problem.
He has
And,
to be
like-
the number one to win.
I think if they do bad this year, I think Bron will leave.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd force the trade.
He got a +1 when he re-signed, so
Yeah.
he can leave after this season.
Yeah.
So
It's a
I think
2-year
if-
with he can do it
Plus,
after
Bron
this
That's
year,
a-
though.
is
plus
in
one
the
2-year
G League as
contract.
well.
Yeah.
so
Like,
he's
Yeah.
gonna be
if he
playing
doesn't
for
like
him.
it this year, he can dip.
And he's expressed very,
And that's why he
very
did it.
greatly over the last 365 days a want to play with Stephen Curry in a professional environment.
That would-
They
yeah.
should.
And Stephen Curry has
Ring.
shown some very deep
Ring.
anger towards the Warriors
Where
front
do you
office.
think they
Yes.
go?
He also showed a lot of disinterest in staying after Clay got booted out.
Yep. Exactly. Steph's
So,
not happy.
Let-
LeBron's not
let's
happy.
say- I think
What team they meeting up on?
the
Where are we
only
going
team,
with this?
The only team that they can make it happen again, and it's funny. It's funny. Like there's a handful, but a lot of them just signed a bunch of new players, so their space is weird. The Nets are also in this weird space
That's
again,
true.
where they could get rid of
Nets.
their whole roster, just like they did for the KD signing, the KD, Kyrie, and
You tell me we
James
just
trade?
randomly.
I
Hey.
think the Net, if anywhere, the Nets again.
Nets, I agree. Let's go to Charlotte.
I could definitely.
Charlotte will work,
Oh
but they would.
gosh.
I think to
Oh,
get them,
gosh.
they would have to boot LaMelo.
No,
Oh.
I don't think you would have to either.
I know they
on the ground.
wouldn't go to Charlotte, but I'm just saying that's a team full of nobodies.
Yeah.
Steph also has explicitly stated that he'd like to play with Charlotte because it's his hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why. That's
His
why I was
dad-
gonna
his
say
dad
that.
His
played
dad
for
played
it.
there.
That would be a great.
Seth plays
negotiation
there.
topic.
I would love
Yeah.
it.
Now, Rylan, one thing I want to ask you is about where Giannis. What team do you think he would play well on? Because we've heard of what Polo would play well on, and we've heard of what LaMelo. What do you think Giannis is going to be played well on? Where do you think we could put Giannis and him fit in good?
He would play good in the G League.
Brother.
He would play good in the G
Israel.
League.
We could put him in Israel with Pat Bev.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't think that one would work.
We
too
could
well.
also just put him back in the Greece League. At least he would go home in that league.
Yeah.
Like he would be with the rest of his family. That's a happy ending for him. But I
Yeah,
just
definitely.
don't like him as a player. I don't think he needs to be in the NBA.
I'm not.
For
I
his
agree.
NBA skill.
I'm not a huge Giannis fan myself.
He just like he plays like he belongs at your like neighborhood rec center.
Yeah. He has skill. He definitely has
Yeah,
skill,
especially
but
for a
he's
big.
just
He would just
never
like
been
the
my
best
favorite
guy
player.
at the rec center.
I mean,
That's
compared
a
to like your
ball
average guy, yeah.
hog.
Yeah.
The only
So he needs to go to a
You would
team
have
full
to
of
stick him
nobodies.
on another team, like the Nets, where they have nobody. So
Right,
like
yeah.
he would work.
All right. Hypothetically, I think that it could work out.
Giannis could
If
switch his
you-
play style around.
Throw him
But he
on,
can,
yeah,
though.
throw him on the Warriors.
Because he can't shoot. He has to play the
do-
way he
He don't
Yeah.
need to be the Warriors. Let him do his run and jump thing, and then let Steph Curry just chuck up threes. Throw him on the Warriors. That's the only other team I could think that Giannis would work on. Because he
Still,
doesn't.
like-
he wouldn't have to
The
do
Warriors
anything.
don't
That
really
would
have
take
a
away from Steph,
big-
though.
Like okay,
Well, I mean,
best-
that's kind of what Dame does now.
only the
It's
best
just
case scenario.
at this point, I think Steph
The
would hit
best
more
case
threes than Dame.
scenario for
Yeah.
him going to the Warriors would be Steph telling him, "Hey, if you try to shoot this ball in any way, I'm gonna punch you in your mouth. Go play defense and catch rebounds."
Yeah.
Because that's all he'd be useful for there. Steph is going
Yeah.
to score the ball 9 times out of 10.
No. Because imagine now you have Giannis down there to go for putbacks.
I mean,
No
yeah,
offense.
if my ball
That's
comes
Giannis
off the
is a
rim
cleanup
and
man.
you're
Biggest player
big
on the
enough,
court.
if you're not being guarded by someone that's gonna body you like Embiid, do it.
And I don't think Embiid really bodies Giannis.
He does-
I'm
he
gonna be
doesn't
honest
body-
with you too. Yeah, was about
I
to
just
say.
chose a player.
Blocks.
Yeah,
He does. He
Free throw
does.
merchant, that's all
He
he is.
doesn't
picked
ever
it
come
up.
out competitively though.
I
Like
think he picked it up from Harden.
yeah, I don't think we've seen Embiid try in like 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Embiid hasn't been good enough to try in 3
Dude,
seasons.
Embiid
he would-
can't. He's like AD. He can't.
Yeah, no, he's inconsistent.
He's
too, bro.
fake. He gets fake injured though. That's the problem.
And then
He's
he
like
just
si-
doesn't want to play.
Dude, he just played in the Olympics.
He didn't even.
What has he done since the Olympics to get hurt?
Touch
push a
yourself.
reporter.
I mean, yeah.
That's
besides
true.
wrestle with reporters, I mean, he hasn't.
mean-
he was playing. He was healthy.
I don't know.
One.
It
Harris.
has to
They
be
just get-
something in Philadelphia because bro randomly got the Ben Simmons disease out of nowhere.
Dude,
No,
don't even get me
Philadelphia's bad
started
for
on Ben
injuries,
Simmons.
though.
I cannot stand Ben Simmons. He needs to just get out of the league.
No, him on
Let
the
all that
Nets is
pressure
funny.
get to him.
Dude, that's
We're there. They're such an irrelevant team
Confidence
that
is-
him being there makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah,
it does make
It
sense.
does.
But when he
I would have thought Ben
plays,
Simmons would have fell off by now.
he did. I mean, he
Everybody's-
has.
No, everybody still talks about him
Yeah,
because he
people-
randomly will give us 25 points for one game every season. They're like, "Oh my
But that's
god, is
not
he
good.
back?" And then it's
That's
like,
not
"God,
good.
he's not."
And then people. will-
Dude still
off-season
can't shoot. If
train
you
in the
can't
crap.
shoot, you're
No.
not. Especially as a point guard.
Dude went how many? What didn't he go like his first 2 or 3 seasons almost without making a three?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was like he had that Giannis play style, except he did it with like actual skill instead of just brute strength. Like he was able to cut in between
At one point,
defenders,
Ben Simmons was
unlike
skilled.
Giannis. Giannis just goes through them.
he was
Simmons
good
was
before
going
he got into-
around
Yeah,
them.
and then let all the pressure.
But they were basically the same player, yeah. They
Ben
don't
Simmons,
shoot
though,
Giannis
like,
shoots more threes.
his
for
problem
sure, but-
is his attitude got to him,
yeah,
and then injuries.
because he got compared to LeBron, and then he got all cocky.
He is
and
not
then
LeBron.
now
not
he's
even
just
close.
really scared of getting hurt
Yeah.
always.
Now
Like
he
80.
makes money and does nothing besides get injured.
But just players like that just get on my nerves. And get
It's
out.
like they realize that they have something good.
Dude,
They
you got your money.
self-sacrifice
Just quit
to
the
keep
game.
their money.
You know, there's
Yeah.
other.
You
people
got
that-
your money. You're set for life. Quit the game.
other people better.
Now,
Give that roster spot to somebody else.
Absolutely. Like that one guy on the Lakers G League, Thomas Bryant.
Yeah.
Like he was a baller. He was a
Yeah,
baller. He deserved a contract.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
But never got it.
I agree.
He wasn't like anything exceptional or anything like that.
No,
but
but
he was
he's
going to go
better
out
than
there. He's going
half-
to give you 15 points,
He
4
would have been.
rebounds.
He would have been a good role player.
He's better than half the Lakers roster right now.
Exactly.
Literally
Does he
last
still
game,
play?
this-
He probably
No.
still does.
I
He
think-
not?
no.
Thomas Bryant's gone.
Thomas
That's
Bryant's out the
unfortunate.
league.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, and that's why I said like he just fell off. Like players like that are sad, man.
They have
It
potential.
does happen.
They have potential, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thomas.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
how
exactly.
dude, it's hard for players to get the light that they deserve to see that they can play. No offense, like Bobo is a prime example.
Oh man,
Bobo,
I
he,
wanted
he
him
doesn't
to be
get.
so
He doesn't
good.
get minutes.
Yeah, he doesn't get minutes, but like no offense, he's the same size as Wimby.
Taco
Yeah,
Fall,
same
man.
Wimby.
Taco Fall did not get minutes
doesn't
in
do it nearly
Boston.
as
Taco
much,
Fall,
you
yeah,
know.
another good example. Taco Fall fell off.
He
Bro
didn't get
came
no
in the
minutes.
late. They
Boston
really
didn't give him
play
a chance.
But
No,
yeah,
Boston
yeah.
didn't give him a
Even
chance.
whenever
Exactly.
even whenever teams he played for one other team, but they were really irrelevant. And when they did, he was putting up really inconsistent numbers.
Taco Fall.
Yeah.
He never got to play.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
he never
'cause
got the
was-
fully.
Yeah, no.
He
got-
was also
the
a
only
health
team,
risk.
actual team that he got
Every-
to play on was the Celtics, and they played him for like
Everybody
I wanna
was
say
scared
8 or
that he
7
would
minutes.
get injured because he's tall and
Yeah,
lanky.
that's the problem with those.
Yeah, but
taller...
Wimby's taller and lankier.
They're just as scared of
and
him getting
Taco
injured,
Fall
and
was way more aggressive on defense.
him and Chet are just considered injury risk within the league.
Dude.
Yeah, I mean any guitar guys, but no offense, it's their fault. They're that
Even,
lanky.
I mean-
we see people like Zach Eady come in the league.
Even
taller-
Wimby, man.
Yeah, dude, but that's what I'm saying. It's like it's their fault that they're twigs. Buff up.
Yeah, they
They
could
didn't-
gain muscle. I
Like
mean,
how
it's not-
Giannis
I
did.
do,
He
yeah.
was all lanky
Giannis-
whenever he first got
Yeah,
into the
Giannis
league.
got built, man.
Jokic, Embiid. I mean, how you think these big guys got muscle on? You know?
Look
They
at
they
LeBron.
worked and worked.
LeBron wasn't
Yeah.
didn't have as much muscle when he was 18 and joined
LeBron
the
was-
league.
Kind of lanky, but he still had a little
And
not
now
much.
he's a buff dude in the league.
bit.
Now,
Was fit, dude.
who do y'all think is gonna get MVP this year? Is my question.
You guys can go.
Donovan Mitchell.
That's who I was going to
Donovan
say.
Mitchell's up there.
That's who I was going to say.
I'll say Donovan Mitchell's.
Okay, I have two answers. Donovan Mitchell with
Luka.
how things are going right now, but if Anthony Davis can keep doing Anthony Davis numbers, Anthony Davis. Like
And-
what he's done so
Yeah,
far
if-
this season's like 35 points every game that he's actually played.
If he can play.
Anthony Davis.
Because AD
But
right
that's
now
only
is
if he
up.
actually plays.
Yeah. No. I definitely let me see it. I also could see Shea. I ain't gonna lie. Shea Gilgeous played really good last year. I think he
I
could get it.
think
this year.
Donovan Mitchell edges him out for sure.
Oh, did you just say edges?
I did, and I
That's
meant
crazy.
it.
That's crazy.
You don't think so?
No.
You would
I
I
take.
think Donovan Mitchell's a better player than Shea.
I'd take Shea.
I 100%
Donovan Mitchell
would
is
take
100%.
Donovan Mitchell.
I'd take Shea.
Oh,
The
yeah,
reason I'd take Shea is because Donovan Mitchell, yes, I think he's a more like head developed player, like mentally. Now, but I think Shea has a better overall aspect on the game. I think he can spread the floor more. I think he's a better shooter. I think he brings more light to a team when it comes to playmaking. I think Donovan Mitchell tries to force plays where Shea has more of a free feel for him. And I think that's why Shea excels on his team. Because he accepts that, he doesn't have to be the best player at all times at everything. And he knows how to hit different strong suits. Where Donovan Mitchell's the guy that goes out and goes, I'm the best at this and this and this. I'm going to do this.
So I would.
So it's like two different headspaces for that one.
I would say Donovan Mitchell too, but another one might get some hate. But I think Jalen Brunson, dude, like
Jalen
what he
Brunson's
was
really
able to do on the Knicks last year, if he keeps that up and puts up the same number he did last year, I think
Oh yeah, especially if their team can do well, like if they get to develop Cad into their play.
yep,
I think that would be
Cat
a
will
really
be a
good team.
huge plus to that team if they can get the chemistry.
Oh yeah, if he can start averaging his 20 to 30 points again, I mean, that team becomes a whole nother caliber.
Yeah.
They become serious contenders
Knicks.
that are more developed.
Personally, I think the Knicks won that trade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 100%. You think Julius Randle's worth?
No,
That-
he can't stay healthy
No.
either, man.
Julius Randle's washed anyway. He talks too much trash.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Julius
The
Randle.
only
I've never
thing
liked
I
Julius
wish the
Randle.
Knicks would have kept was Devin Chin. Good player.
All right. And then since we got the MVP, who do y'all got for the Rookie of the Year coming up next?
Ronnie?
Edie or
Bronny.
he went to the G. I think he instantly
he's
just gets
switching.
qualified from conversation now because of G League.
Bronny James, yeah. I don't see Bronny James winning.
Yeah,
he's
but,
definitely not.
He's not,
realistically,
yeah.
The Zachary kid, I can't remember
Zach
his last
Edey?
name. No. Edie's my
Oh,
second
okay.
option.
So
But the
Zach
Zach kid that has an R in his last name, I think he was like the first, second, or pick. I don't remember his name.
Are you
It's
talking
like
about?
Zachary or something.
You're talking about that?
It's like a French guy.
Oh, I know Alex Sarr.
Alex Sarr is one of them
Alex
too.
Sarr is
but
up there,
he's-
but he's
Alex
not.
Sarr-
he's been playing
Yeah.
really mid, yeah.
Yeah, he's
he's-
kind of
nah.
inconsistent.
But,
He disappointed.
But, like, really, I
A
think
first-round
Edie has a
pick,
really
yeah.
good chance. Edie's like a Jokic style player.
Oh, I 100% stand by it. Zach Edey is the best pick out of the draft.
I'm gonna try to figure out this kid's name. It was like Zachary.
Zach Edey, bro, has been averaging, almost 10
Zachary-
to 15 points a game.
Rissicher?
Maybe.
However you say
Risser's the other
RISA
the guy.
on the Hawks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I think Zach Edey is a guy that's if they use him right in the league, he could be around for a while. Because I mean, the 7 foot, 7'4", that's a big guy. I mean, he has weight behind him. He's like 310 pounds or something.
Mm-hmm.
So he weighs more than Jokic and Embiid. So he has the body to.
He
dominate.
is a big boy. Yeah.
Yeah, and he
Dom.
can. I mean, he hit a 3 the other day. Just first 3 ever attempted in the NBA drained.
Bigs nowadays.
Reed Shepard. Reed Shepard's considered
they-
like
Oh,
up there right now too.
Oh yeah, Reed Shepard, definitely. Shepard's one of the guys that came in.
Dalton Connect's a plus 1100 right now.
Yeah, Dalton Connect's one of the better rookies that came in this year
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, he
But yeah,
is.
no.
Yeah.
Zach Edey's at the top of the list right now. He's a
Right.
plus
I'm not-
550 in
I'm
the
not
rookie of the
surprised.
year odds.
Yeah, no. Zach Edey's who I got going all the way for rookie of the year.
Him and Reed Shepard are like neck and neck in the
That's
running.
potential.
Oh yeah,
He's too underdeveloped at the
Yeah.
moment, but once he's in a system and he has like the
Has he
fundamentals
proved
locked,
that's
he's
a
gonna be a
lot?
threat.
yeah.
5 point.
Never a starting threat, I don't think though.
No, I agreed,
I
Ron.
think he's gonna be like a Corver style
I think
threat.
that Dalton Connect, if they get him,
He's a
and-
good
and
player,
actually-
just
If
like
Dalton
that.
Connect gets
Yeah.
consistent,
he just like
And-
whenever he's
they have to give him the time to get comfortable. I think
Yeah.
right now they're forcing him to do more than what he's able to do.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're
They're
treating
forcing
him
him
like
to
a
shoot
Austin
more.
Reeves.
Yeah.
They should treat
it's
him
supposed
like
to be.
Kyle
And no offense,
Korver.
it's causing him problems with Austin Reeves' play is because they're having Connect come in place of Reeves, and then so it's messing up Austin Reeves' play. And I think when they're
Yeah.
forcing it, it's also messing up Connect's
They
play as
shouldn't
well.
play them together.
That's also
They don't
why
need to have them on the court at the same time
That's why Austin
because
Reeves-
they play
similar.
too similar. Like they need the ball in their hands to get their plays going, and they just mess each other up. They need to separate them.
100% agree with that. And then we have the defensive player of the year, where I think
Honestly,
Wemby's always
I'd
going to
say
be a competitor now that we have him
He
here. in
leads the lead
league.
in blocks right
AD.
Yeah,
I think
Um,
AD, if
AD
he
or
stays
Wemby,
healthy once
honestly.
again,
definitely. AD's another
I
guy like
think
he can
AD
consistently.
He deserved it last year.
So...
oh, he 100% should have got it last year because
So-
he
so
actually
that's just not
played
vote
last
this
year.
They shouldn't have gave it to Gobert.
Dude,
Nah.
Gobert,
That was
was
the
the
biggest cop-out.
dumbest. The dumbest.
They didn't know who to give it to
move.
between AD and Wemby, and they said, "Oh, we're gonna pick the random guy in the background with the
Oh.
thumb up his onion."
Yeah.
Gobert.
Gobert, Nobody
first.
on this earth says, "Oh, Gobert deserves Defensive Player of the
No.
Year." Nobody.
Gobert
Absolutely
didn't
nobody.
say it himself.
He
He-
was confused whenever they said his name. He said,
Huh?
"Huh?"
Yeah, because yeah, dude. Like,
He wasn't even the best defensive player on his team.
No.
I believe
No.
Anthony Edwards
Cat.
was playing better.
Yeah,
defense at
Cat
the
was
time.
playing better defense
Cat
too.
was
Oh yeah, Cat too for sure. But Anthony Edwards, I thought it was because he was up in their face, man, getting in
Oh,
their
yeah.
grill.
Yeah.
I mean,
Actually playing the
Yeah,
defense
yeah,
instead of just standing there.
actually
All
hit,
the-
hit
all the
blocking,
players,
not
and
not standing there and waiting.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
no offense, like Gobert, they try to say it's like his defensive presence is what's problem. No,
that doesn't
he-
even make
it's just-
sense.
He gets lucky because people miss on him. And it's
Anybody
not
can
because
have
he
defensive
interfered
presence.
the shot. It's because they had a bad shot. They just shot
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's not his presence. Anybody can have defensive presence. That doesn't show up on the stats.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, I'll
give
fly
me
my
blocks and
wiener
give
in
me
front of you,
steals.
I have defensive presence. It's just determines if you're gonna let it affect you or not.
His defensive presence is about as threatening as any other 7-footer in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
he poses.
Like, if you're tall,
like,
you're obviously
that's all
gonna-
he is. He's another tall guy in the league, and that is it.
Yeah, ask Luca about his defensive presence.
Yeah, he hit a buzzer beater. Now.
Luca wiped his ball sweat on his face.
Oh,
man.
yes,
That's
he
what
did,
happened.
dude. It was so nice to see.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Lucas straight up told him, he said, "You can't guard me."
Yeah,
And he can't guard him.
no,
Yeah,
no,
that's
he's right.
I mean, yeah, I get it. Gobert's a 7-footer. He literally cannot guard Luca because he's a smaller player. But being that defensive play of the year, you should be able to play a little bit better defense than that.
At least put your hand in front of the ball.
Yeah.
And I'll just stand there.
Now, just kind of going in for this year, do y'all have any like high player expectations for like a specific person?
Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield. I think I know. I
He
I
set
think
a
Buddy Hield's up
precedent.
there.
He set a precedent at the beginning. So if he does not continue, I'm gonna be so sad.
Or
He's
even
saying
to
like
be
if
a
he,
good
if he
replacement.
starts off hot,
play.
flops at
Yeah,
the end.
if he starts fizzling out, I'm
They
gonna
should-
crash out.
Yeah, I like Buddy. If he can stay healthy, I'd like to see Ja Morant.
John Morant. No,
I
no,
think he'll be
that's a
nice.
huge one. If he can stay healthy or out of trouble is key.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Both things will not
Yeah.
happen at the same time
Yeah.
in the same year.
That Lakers guy.
If
Bros,
they
we
did
gotta
though,
club.
like I have high expectations for him. That would happen because he's a good
athletic,
player, man.
He's either breaking his
Good
arm
player.
or shooting somebody this year. That's how it's going.
I mean,
Yeah.
he got a tech versus
He's
the Lakers already.
he's a not as skilled Derrick Rose. Like
Yeah. No. He has the bounce. Like he has
Yeah.
bunnies. Like
He's
his
like-
shooting
he
Rose.
he's
can't
like-
shoot as good.
He's like raw
Okay.
potential D Rose.
He's
Yeah.
like D Rose. If D Rose got slightly less injured,
yeah. Dude, D
That's
Rose
true.
was nice. Prom D Rose was different.
still injured D Rose, but slightly less
But I mean,
injured
heck,
D Rose.
John Morant could be that type of guy. Like, what if we see him playing and he's like Jimmy Butler and his peak is like mid-career? You know what
I
mean?
think he's gonna shoot somebody, so I don't think he has more than 2 years left in the league. So
Pull a gun. Some.
No offense,
I think he might do great in the prison wreck, though.
dude.
Yeah,
I would.
yeah, he would dominate
I mean-
there.
I mean, I say this out of the utmost respect too for him, though. But I would hate to see a player waste their potential like that, though.
He's
Yeah,
already done
yeah.
it twice.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Is like people, you gotta watch, man. Like,
Just
how are
because
you
you're
gonna
famous,
wait-
that don't get you out of
I
trouble.
don't
Didn't
get,
he
that
also
doesn't
beat
give
up
you
a
any
kid?
right.
Yeah, didn't
Yeah,
he? He tried to
yeah.
fight a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
That's
also
another
the
thing,
same-
man.
that's
My
Like,
the same
bad.
kid
He's
he
done
pulled
it
a gun
3
on.
times now.
like, bro, no offense, you got millions, bro. Go pay someone to beat him up.
And like
There
he
you go.
acts
Yeah,
like he's
seriously.
from the hood, but bro grew up wearing
In the
pink
suburbs.
polos.
Yeah.
In the suburbs.
He acts like a gangster, but he ain't that.
All of them do, man. Everybody does.
And the money makes it worse.
Oh yeah, especially.
Isn't
Oh,
his
yeah.
name like some real goofy something too? Like his
John Morant?
government?
Yeah, probably.
Actual.
Like his I'm pretty sure
John Tavius.
Yeah,
I don't
no, I'm
know,
pretty
man.
sure it is something like that.
I could see it. He probably has to have like a street name or something. I would not put it past poor John Morant,
Yeah,
bro.
His name is Demetrius.
No, it's Demetrius.
Jamal Morant.
Wow.
Demetrius.
Demetrius.
Oh, my man's a lawyer. You better get Demetrius Jones up in
Yeah,
here, my man.
Demetrius is not a gangster name.
That's why he goes by
If you-
Jaw.
If you tell me your name is Demetrius,
Demetrius, I
I'm gonna
will
look you
laugh at
straight
you.
in your eye and tell you that you're a little weird.
You have no wiener.
You have no
Something's
wiener.
not
Is
right
that
with
what you-
Yep.
I don't care what's going on, but if your name's Demetrius, you're not normal.
Alan said,
I don't believe
yeah,
it.
you have no.
You have no.
name is
If your name's Demetrius.
Oh, are you born? Are you born like Colby? Do you got uniball syndrome? Do you only get one nut?
Oh no.
But no, I think there's a lot of still ups in the air for this season. So
Yeah.
Oh
to
yeah,
be honest with you,
it's still
a
early.
huge thing. Oh yeah. So I say a huge thing. It's kind of like let it play out still a little bit more.
Oh
And-
yeah, we're like in the first 10
Yeah.
games of the season.
because
Yeah.
the Cavs are 8-0, but who knows? They could go like 8 and
Yeah,
suddenly lose 14 games. Who knows? Like
Yeah.
the season's so weird at the moment. Like things are
You don't
happening
know.
that just normally would not happen. This season's already a wild card.
and a lot of players aren't clicking yet. There were moves. You got people done weird teams like Valanciunas on the Wizards.
Yeah, it ruined his whole career.
Yeah, threw away your life. But
You get to retire in 3 years when that contract expires, buddy.
Yeah.
'Cause nobody's gonna want you.
nah, the Wizards is where your career dies.
Oh yeah.
Kuzma's been stuck there for like 6 years.
He's
Kuzma's
never
been
leaving it
stuck
because
there
he's
'cause he doesn't want
trash.
to retire.
He's
Nobody
trash.
wants Kuzma. That's
Nobody.
why.
Nobody. He is awful.
He has these random games where he'll put up 25 points, go on Twitter,
has to, though.
flex super hard, and then put up like 6 the next.
That's his problem, man. He's not consistent.
Hockey.
Even
he's
the games that he
cocky.
puts up 20, you got to think. I mean, it's because of the team he's on. Not necessarily because he's doing good. It's because like he might be shooting 20, 30 shots and making 4 or 5
Because
of
he's
them.
the,
Another
he's that
wasted
guy on
potential
there.
player we didn't
only
mention.
other
Cade Cunningham,
player-
exact same scenario.
Oh my god.
He's on a horrible
Oh,
team,
the
except
Pistons,
he's
man.
a good player.
Yeah,
No,
he is
Cade
good.
Cunningham's
He's a really
no
good player.
problem.
I forgot
He's
about
just
him.
like a Polo situation, man. Cade Cunningham, somebody that they missed out.
His
on.
career
He's a baller,
is
man.
fundamentally over because of where he got drafted.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
I say
He
that if he
requests a
would
trade.
accept being traded,
He won't.
or
He won't
moved-
let them trade him
Yeah.
either. He just keeps re-signing contracts, and he knows that his career is not going to go anywhere.
No, I did see him sign like a 5-year deal.
Dude, he's
Yeah,
just
he-
taking
Yeah.
free money. All he's doing.
Yeah.
He don't care
Because he
about
knows
a
he's the
championship.
main player for that team.
He's-
so
he
And
knows
like
how-
he's gonna
yeah.
put
Oh,
up
yeah.
numbers every game. Who else is going to? The Ivy guy.
right.
But the Ivy guy doesn't do that every game.
No.
This
He's
is
not
like the first
consistent.
time we've seen him do that in a minute.
Cade
Yeah.
Cunningham's the
I-
only one that does on that.
Oh, yeah.
Consistently.
And dude, Cade is somebody I would like to see on a different team.
Throw
Or
him
get
on the
another
Lakers.
player.
Put him on
Oh,
the
yes,
Lakers.
please.
Oh,
Yeah.
because he plays point and he can also play power forward.
Put
He's
D'Lo
literally
on the
what
Pistons.
Ben Simmons should have been. He is what Ben Simmons should have been.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons, here, hey, flop of a Ben Simmons. This is your example. Recreate yourself, Ben Simmons. That's what you need to do. Look at Cade. It's bad. You're on the Nets, and you're getting compared to a player on the Pistons. The worst franchise team in history.
The Pistons players. So,
Yeah, that's a very sad thing.
Yeah, the Pistons.
And since-
2004.
and like
That
that
game done
year,
anything since the 80s.
that year was interesting.
Yeah.
Nah,
She.
but
Yeah.
all right. Now, just kind of as a closer, what is one thing that you would like to see happen on your team, Ashton? Because I know you're a Lakers fan, and going forward, what's something that you would like to see the Lakers do?
Dude,
Probably
just
trade the whole roster.
Trade D'Lo, especially.
honestly, like what
Realistic moves.
realistic-
Hot sauce.
realistic.
Spontan.
I'd like to see them bring in a solid, good center, like a Steven Adams. Like we don't need
Yeah.
a scoring center. We just need somebody that can play defense
that can
and
guard.
rebound. That can guard Jokic
yeah.
specifically.
Yeah.
Because that's who we have trouble with.
Just go get your man back from China. I swear. That's all
Dwight.
you gotta do. You could offer him like $1 million and
He will
would
take it.
Nah, they'd have
Yeah.
to do the veteran minimum. They'd have to do veteran minimum.
which is like 1.6 mil right now.
they don't
Yeah.
want to give Dwight the nut money because they don't like Dwight.
You
Dwight's
need
played
him
for
Well,
them
they should.
twice.
so
They should
bad.
like
Yeah.
Dwight. He was a part of that championship team.
Like
Dwight played for him twice, and they gave him away twice.
they
Yeah.
let that roster slip.
Yeah.
But no,
So many good role
realistically, like
players,
center wise, if you guys wanted just like an
Yeah.
in-league center, I think you guys should like
Guys, Aiton. Somebody
What-
like DeAndre
Dude,
Ayton.
DeAndre
would be
Ayton?
cool.
I take Aiden.
Mitchell Robinson.
But like maybe try to get the Grizzlies. I think he would Grizzlies to trade Edie before he's worth too much.
Oh, Zach
Like
Edey would
try
be
to
great.
snipe him before his career's too large to get him.
That would be great. I'm not gonna lie to you, Zach Edey.
Like offer them a bag for the rookie.
It wouldn't.
I would take the bag over the rookie. Yeah, he has great developmental potential, but right now the Grizzlies.
yeah, they got Jaren Jackson Jr. So
Yeah.
he's not gonna get the original develop that he needs anyway. So
Yeah,
might
it's
as
like-
well hook him over with AD, let him run the big because
and
he's gonna be
take
7'4",
your bag, get yourself another good
Yeah.
player with it.
and then he can do his 10, 15, 16 points a game and be a great role player.
Like I
So I
said,
definitely
I'd
think
even
that
take a
Stanford
Steven Adams, man. Like,
Oh yeah, I love Steve.
Just
Oh,
someone
yeah.
who's gonna actually show up and try.
right.
Rebound.
Either we need a center
Defense.
or we need a good,
Point guard.
consistent shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
The shooting
LeBron,
guard's just
not
LeBron is
happening
our
for
most
us.
You
consistent
guys should have
shooter.
went for Laurie or
He's a power
Buddy
forward.
or literally
Dude, Malik
anybody.
Monk. We should not have got rid of Malik Monk.
No, Malik Monk was a terrible mistake to get rid of for the Lakers.
Popped off.
He has. But I will say, we're getting a little bit close to the ending, guys. And we appreciate y'all tuning in. Go check out both pages, guys, with the Cloud Crew and the two brothers. If y'all want to give some shout outs, go ahead now.
Yep. So podcast, gaming podcast, brothers game. If you like. There, Rylan.
Times a week
Yeah.
podcast.
And it's
So
just
go
been
run
fun.
it up is what that means. Go
Yeah.
listen in.
We're on every social possible podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah, check
and
us
we're
out.
on. If you want to listen, we're on.
Yeah.
Matter.
Anywhere that
Definitely.
supports an RSS feed, find them.
Exactly.
Yep.
Go in. Dig in. Do your thing. We appreciate it. And
Guys
tune
for
in next
having
time,
us.
guys.
Of course.
All right.